Alright, this is a video on how to properly strip RG6 coax and how to put on F connectors. These I believe are perfect vision. Let's see if I can get the model number for you guys. PV6UE-05. If you Google search these, you can get a bag on Amazon or eBay for like $5 for 50 of these. They're really cheap. Now, what I always had trouble with is, what stupid crimper to buy to crimp these on. And I just went to the Home Depot because I wanted it now. And this is from, let's see if I can get it for you guys. Klein Tools. And I think this is like $15 at the Home Depot. Now the good thing about this is it's got an adjuster here. You just turn it. And you might have to use a couple of your connectors to find out what the right adjustment is. But when you put your connector in there, you'll know it when it won't go anymore. But you just turn it until, it won't go anymore until it looks like it's crimped all the way. You can get the actual crimper that are made for these, but it's like 50 or 60 bucks off Amazon, if you want to spend that kind of money. But if you just want something cheap, if you're not going to be doing that many, this thing, like I said, I think it's like 15-20 bucks. And then the stripper here, the next crucial part of equipment you'll need to strip it properly, because if you try to use a razor blade, it doesn't really work too well. But this right here, you can Google, you can type into Amazon coax stripper, and you can find them for like $8 and just have it shipped to your house. And that's the cheapest I've found these. And this one's really good. It's made by Gennard, or however you pronounce it. I don't know if you can see that or not. I installed some new lights in here, and it's kind of got a lot of glare. Anyways, to strip it, there was a stupid stop here. But if you have that on and you want a long stinger, like if you're attaching it to a fish tape or something, you can cut this off, and that way you can get a long stinger. And I'll show you here in a minute what the stinger is. But you just take your tool, and normally you'd put it up to the stop, but since I cut mine off, you can just put it, any length you want, as long as it's longer. And I think anyways, any length. You press down on it here on the front, or at least I do. And then you take your finger and you just turn it. Some people say you can turn it this way. It doesn't matter which way you turn it, really. But you'll feel when it gets done cutting. And then you just take it and you pinch the front. And you pull on the back. And boom. And then you just take this and throw your stupid excess away. Now you ended up with something like this. Sorry about the camera. And then it has the shielding here on the outside. I don't know if it's on focus or not, sorry. And you just take your finger, and in this case, this one has some Velcro, and you can take the Velcro and just put it down. But I like to take the stinger here. Not stinger, but and just fold it down. And then this right here is the stinger I was talking about. If you want a long stinger, and you can shove that in a fish tape and attach it to a fish tape. Now to get your connector on inside of here, you shove it inside the inner circle, the stinger, and you just take it and push it on until, I don't know if you can see in there, until the dielectric grease is flush with the inner part of that. So you just shove it in there. And it's hard to see, but now it's flush. Looks like it's stuck out a little, but it's flush. And then if you had to stop on your stripper, this would be the right length. But since I cut mine off, you just take regular diagonal side cutters. You can get these at Walmart for like $5. Make sure it's straight. Take it. And you can put your cutters, even with the front. I like to do mine a little off of it. Cut it, and then you get your stinger here. They say it shouldn't stick no more than 1/8 of an inch from the top of the connector. And then once you get that done, you just take your tool here, your $15 tool you get from Home Depot. You put it in the circle there, the stinger in that circle. And then you put it down and there's a little catch here. So when you squeeze it, it catches on the back. And then you just pinch. I don't know if you can see, the black actually got smaller. And now you have a compressed fitting. So this is uncompressed on top, compressed on bottom. And now you have, and these are actually the same connectors DirecTV uses. So now you have a coax jumper. You just do the same thing on the other end that is professionally made. And you don't have to go out and buy it. Well, you do have to go out and buy that coax. You can get it at Lowe's. I don't know the exact price. Depends on how much you want. But you can get this at Lowe's and the crimper at Lowe's. And then it's cheaper to get these off the internet. Because if you buy these at Lowe's or the Home Depot, they're really, really cheap. But other than that, that's how you do it. And I hope this video helped any of you.